everyone, and welcome back to Chit and Chat.
So today we're going to be talking about friendships, and I feel like there's so many things to talk about with friendships, but I think we'll probably start with ours and how we kind of
that's a good idea.
Come together. I mean, we started becoming friends in high school, didn't we? So it's probably about year 8?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was.
And like, we just like, we was in the same like friendship group.
And then we just ended up getting close at one point.
We ended up getting really close at one point, and then we kind of just, like it was after high school. Like after high school, you went off to college, you know, I went off to do like my A-levels and stuff like that.
Yeah, after high school, we just didn't speak for a good few years, did we?
No. I think it's been about 5 years because we started speaking again.
Yeah.
But just before I went travelling last year.
Yeah, so throughout college and uni
and university,
we did not speak.
Yeah, so that was about 5 years, and it was weird, wasn't it? Because the first day that we met up again, I don't even know how it happened, but we were going to watch the England game at the pub.
It was like nothing had changed.
It was literally like nothing had changed. Like we were there, we had a bottle of wine, we had a few bottles of wine, and we got along like nothing had even happened.
There was a lot to catch up on.
There was a lot to catch up on.
Hours and hours and hours of talking.
But I feel like, you know, most friendships, that sometimes they do just come to an end because like you have an argument or something like that, but we didn't have anything, we just distanced, and there was no, like, realistically there was no valid reason for that, was there?
No. We haven't argued once, I don't think.
I think we just went off on our different paths, and then somehow we just made our way back to each other.
Yeah. Literally.
And now we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I think that's literally our friendship story.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, in high school we had quite a big girl group, didn't we, at one point?
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of us, there was probably about 8-9 girls all together, but like I think we found that they kind of started staggering off into like little groups.
Yeah, because I wasn't in that big girl group at the start.
No. And then I think it kind of like people started coming in, and then obviously they went off in like 4s. There'd always be a 4 that was closer than the other one.
Yeah.
And then there'd always be like a 2. So like 2 4s and a 2 or something like that. And it's kind of like, it was quite hard really to
Or
navigate.
even 3s.
Yeah, it was quite hard to navigate like where you kind of fell in that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like girls' friendships as like a big group, I feel like it never really works anyway. Like to anyone who's out there who's got a massive friendship group and you've still stuck together like that, fair play. But for us, it hasn't really worked out that way.
You know what though, I think it's difficult in school because you're limited to the people in your year.
Yeah, you are.
So you've kind of got no choice but to make friendships in that year group.
Yeah. Even if you don't get on with people as much as you want to, you're in an environment where there's like 100, 200 people in the year, and
you're limited.
It's not like when you're in college you go out your way to obviously meet different friends and, you know, speak to different people. But I've always found that in a big girls group, because it's obviously so big, you all have different differences, there's arguments, there's problems, and it just causes shit, doesn't it really?
Yeah, it can do.
It does. Like
I do feel though, like every friend I've ever had is all for a reason. Like I've never been friends with someone just for the sake of it.
Yeah, it's you learn lessons from every single friendship.
And within yourself, I think, as well.
You do.
You really do. Like you can be friends with someone and they teach you certain things, and you get to learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah, you do, 100%. I always think as well, because like obviously we went from like a big friendship group, and then throughout my like university and like A-levels and everything like that, I've always kind of fell into like groups of 3. I don't know whether you've been in a group of 3 before.
Yeah, in high school. Yeah, at the very start, yeah.
It, like, I even think with a group of 3, even though there's not as many friends, I always feel like someone's always pushed out. Not even intentionally.
No, not even intentionally. One person two people could be having a conversation, and then the other one could easily overthink that. Or
one person could have messaged someone about something before you all meet up, and not have got you into the conversation, then going, oh, you know what we was talking about earlier, and it's like, what was you talking about? Why are you not involving me? Like, that's the thing. I think overthinking friendships, there's always if you're in a group of 3, there's most probably always going to be one person that's closer.
Yeah.
Or there's going to be a time where you always feel a little bit uneasy or left out. Like, that's the experiences that I've had anyway. Like,
yeah, it's so true though.
It may not be for everyone, but I mean, some people might have like a solid friendship of 3. But for me, I've always either been the one that's the outsider, or if I feel like someone's not getting involved, I've always had to try and get them involved because I feel bad, and you can kind of see a shift in their energy.
I think as well, like after school, the friendships that you have in school compared to adulthood is so different, because when you're an adult, you could have like 5 different friends from different areas, completely different people, and none of them know each other.
No.
Like, I know I've got friends you've never even met before.
No.
I don't know half of your friends, whereas in school, everyone knows everyone. Yeah. Everyone knows your business, you know, it's so
really
different.
It's an isolated environment, isn't it?
What do you think you look for in a good friendship?
I'd probably just say someone who's caring, someone who's kind, someone who'll pick up on all the bad things that I do, because I feel like I'm not that friend. Yeah. And this is what, like, going on to that topic again of like, you have different friends for different reasons. As bad as it sounds, if you want
advice in life and stuff like that.
Like, if you want someone to have a little bit of sympathy for you, not to sound like not to have sound like an attention seeker kind of thing, but you always go to the people that you feel like is best to talk to at that time. Yeah. But like, I hate people picking up on things that I've done wrong. I hate it. But like, you need those friends in your life, I feel like. Not in a rude way. No. Like, not for someone to turn around and be like, man, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, someone to turn around and just say like, so in this situation, I think, you know, you've done wrong. Yeah, literally. Like, I think deep down as well, I think deep down, you kind of know yourself that you're not okay. Like, if there's a situation that's happened and your mate's like, you know, not sticking up for you, I think deep down you actually know that you're not in the right. And that's the thing, I think that's something that I've tried to improve on with myself as a friend, because I don't feel like I can really say to someone and pick up on, you know what I mean? I'm like, I've got a caring nature about me where I'd rather just say, you know what, this has happened, it's fine, but I'm here for you. Yeah. But I feel like sometimes you do just need to step your foot and just another thing that really gets to me. What? You know, when your friend says like, oh, like, what dress should I wear, or, you know, does this lipstick look nice, or, you know, and actually giving you an opinion that you think's right. Because I know there's some friends out there that are like, oh, I like that one, but then they just do it intentionally just to make them better. Yeah. I cannot No, I couldn't. Yeah. Oh, I think you know though, don't you? If you're friends with someone like that, like, you know that's the sort of person they are. You do. I mean, I've not really had that as such. Like, I haven't. I don't know. But I've heard other people have that experience. Like, I feel like throughout my life, I've stuck with the people that I know that are good for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? That I truly get on with, rather than it being fake. Yeah, 100%. What would you look for in like a good friendship? Same as you. Supportive. Someone that agrees with my morals. Yeah. I know that sounds daft, but you've got to have some sort of compatibility. Yeah, a bit like a relationship. Yeah. Like, if you're not the type of person that likes to go to raves, and then your friend is, it's just understanding, like, okay, you know, like accepting that, basically. Yeah. Rather than forcing them and being like, oh, you're so boring. Yeah. You know. That's the thing, I think, with like friends and stuff like that as well. Like, friendships break because people do have differences. Like, say if I went out all the time and you didn't. Yeah. And then like I kept on forcing you out because you had a fear of like missing out, FOMO. Yeah. Like, you'd feel out of place. Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like you've got to have some sort of compatibility and someone who picks you up as well, someone who pushes you. Oh, 100%. Like if you've got an envision in mind, or like a business plan, or you want to better yourself in any way, your friend is someone that should support you and not block it out. Do you know what I've noticed though? A lot of things. So obviously when I started this online business that we both do, yeah, I was expecting obviously my friends to support me to the absolute ground. Everyone that I knew, I thought that they would support me, and that, like, you know, if there was a holiday that needed to be booked, they'd come straight to me. If they'd share my stories without me even having to like say anything. Yeah. They'd support my business fully, but they don't. No, makes you realise, yeah. And like, as bad as it sounds, it's not me like slating anyone, it's not me slagging anyone off, but I feel like when you do start a business, you do actually realise who's your friends, who's your supporters, who's the ones that push you further, who are the people that back you and want to see you do well. All of your friends pretty much stay silent until they see you at that position where you're doing well. I feel like there's so many videos out there that say exactly what you've said, but unless you actually do it, then you realise that it is actually really true. Like, I was obviously nervous to start like this business venture, and I'm sure you was as well. Yeah. But like,
Well, that's another thing. I think me starting this made me question, like, I'm not copying you, but I know that some people probably thought that I probably was.
No, but it's not like that. It's not the case though. I just feel like friendships in general don't support. Like, it's the same with any business. It's the same with any business. Like, you will have a few friends that support you, but not every single person in your life will support you until they see that you're doing well. Because as sad as it sounds, people don't think that you're going to do well. They think that after a year, you're going to give up and you're going to stop doing whatever you're doing and you're going to lose motivation. You're going to go into something else. And that's what I've kind of said to myself. Like, I want to prove everyone wrong. Not just like friends or anything like that, but
for yourself.
For myself. Because
exactly.
People doubt you.
That's all you're doing it for at the end of the day.
Yeah, for yourself. Yeah. People completely doubt you, but I feel like throughout life you have a lot of like friendship breakups and stuff as well. Like, I feel like we should really touch on that.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I mean, I've had quite a few friendship breakups, but they've been harder. They've been harder than actual relationship.
They can be. They really can be.
Like, I feel like, you know, when you're so close with someone, that's the problem that I had. Being this close with someone, when something else comes into their life, like, you know, you're not their best friend anymore. And that's the thing. Ooh, sigh. No, but it's like, as sad as it sounds, like, that's the one thing that I would point out to people, like, be comfortable in your own skin. Focus on, be comfortable on your own, because when you rely on a friend too much for everything, say if I saw you every single day of my life,
which we have so far, but
with the podcast, but like, if I spent all of my time with you every single day, like, it's unhealthy.
You're most likely gonna crash.
Yeah.
Bit like a relationship. You know, when you live together, you're most likely going to argue. It's the same with the friendship. It's literally the exact same, other than there's no sexual.
But like, you know. I feel like you always take out like arguments and like stresses on the people that are closest to you in life. So like, if you've got a best friend who you tell absolutely everything to, like, you know, you're always going to put stuff onto them.
Yeah.
Whether it's good, whether it's bad, like, that's what friendships are for, and it's a good thing, but I just think learn how to be comfortable on your own. That's something that I definitely wasn't.
I completely agree.
Like, in high school, I always had to be around people. I was always out the house. I was never at home on my own, ever.
That's kind of a good thing, because at least you were sociable.
Yeah, it's good, but then I got to the point where, like, when I had like a proper friendship breakup, like, it was literally worse than a relationship breakup. I was literally shaking, crying, like, feeling so shit, because that person was so close to me. I'd done everything with them, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, I just feel like that happened for me to be comfortable on my own, in my own skin, because before that, I would not be in a room on my own for longer than half an hour. Like, I was literally always with my friends, always out and about. And Mum's always said to me, she's like, Sophie, you're never in. You're always out. Like, you never see us. And like, although I was classed as like a bit of a social butterfly and I'd love to go out and do things and always be with friends, I never invested any time into myself. Ever. Like, I wouldn't do things on my own.
Yeah, in a sense, it's kind of a good thing that it's happened.
Yeah, but then like, friendship breakups, they do hurt. They do hurt. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy to get through, and for whatever reason, you know, that person literally knows everything about you.
Pretty much.
Absolutely everything. Like, if you're really, really close, they know everything about you, thick and thin, over the last how many years that you've been friends. And then when you stop being friends, it's like, oh, who do I talk to? Who do I go to? What do I do? But that's why I just say, like, focusing on yourself is so, so important.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, you know, whatever happens in your life, you're going to be comfortable on your own.
Exactly.
You're not going to have to rely on anyone else for absolutely anything. But I always say, like, the one quote that I always rely on, it's like a train analogy. Have you heard of it?
Go on.
So it's basically like, say if you're in a friendship or anything like that, you get on the train, this is your life, you get on the train, and loads of different people are going to be hopping on and off that train throughout your whole life, but there'll only be a few people at the end destination. And that's what I'm saying. People come along, people hop on, they hop off for a reason, because they teach you lessons throughout your life.
Yeah.
They don't always have to stick and stay, but you will have a few close friendships that stick with you until the very, very end. And then those friendships you should obviously value.
Definitely.
But like I said, I mean, you probably hopped off the train. I hopped off your train. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you come back on.
Yeah, I come back on at a later stop.
Yeah.
Hi Meg, how you been doing?
You might golf again, who knows?
No, but this is what I'm saying, like, every friendship's different, and in the perspective of obviously like having different friends for different things, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Like, but you just do
I think each friend you have bring out a certain side to you.
They do.
But in a good way. Like, none of them are bad. And like certain conversations that you have with certain people, because obviously certain people know certain things about you, and yeah, I think it's nice to have a mixture of friends rather than, again, going back to groups. I feel like when you're in a group, everyone knows everyone's business, whereas if you have different friends that from different areas that don't really talk to each other, you know, I feel like it's nice to have that.
Yeah, I would always say like quantity over quality in any situation. Quality over quantity. I always get mixed up between them two, and I don't know why. But yeah, like quality friendships over how many friends you have, because, you know,
even if you don't have any, then it's not even worth it.
No, it's not. I think it's just, I just think it's genuinely being comfortable in your own skin. Like, you know, in your life, so many different people are going to come along, and if you're young and you're watching this, and, you know, you're still in high school, or, you know, you're going into like college or something like that, and you still haven't got a best friend, and you look at everyone else and you think, oh, they've got a best friend, like, why don't I?
You don't need a best friend.
You don't.
In school, you had your best friend.
You did.
Like, I know I had a best friend, like, you just do. But when you get older, you don't have a best friend, you just have friends.
Yeah. But like, I'd say that I have like, the thing is, I'd separate it, because I'd be like, I have a few best friends. I don't have one best friend.
That's like, yeah, I agree. It's not just one, like, you know, they're mine, you know. Not
anymore, like, I don't have a top best friend. I have like best friends, and then I have like friends, and then I have like people who I'd socialise with. So my best friends would be the people that I'd share stuff with, and then obviously they'd know me on a deeper level. My friends would just be like people that I go out with, I have like some meals with, but like I wouldn't really go in depth about my personal life too much.
Yeah.
And then just like after that, it's just obviously people that I see. I'm like, hi, like, how have you been doing? I know, like, I obviously know you, but I wouldn't class you as my friend because I don't speak to you regularly.
I get you. But there's actually a word for people like that. It's not
acquaintance.
No,
you're my acquaintance.
I can't think of it. But.
Yeah, no, I think like, I don't know, I think that's the other thing as well. Like with friendships, there's a lot of pressure. There was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
To obviously constantly message, to constantly talk to each other. Because when I've gone through friendships previously, I know that like, say if they haven't opened my message for a day, but they've been posting their stories, or they text one of my other friends and I've said, oh, have you spoke to so-and-so today? And they've gone, yeah. And I'm like, oh, so why have they not replied to me then? Do you know what I mean? It makes you think that something's wrong, but like, I don't put any pressure on any of that anymore.
No.
Because I know that my replies are shit.
Yeah, mine can be. To be honest, thankfully, I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah,
I think every friend I've had, like if I don't speak to them, it's nothing major.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing, like I've always felt like, you know, like with friends, like I've spoke to them constantly all the time. And then like now I've got into a situation where, well, it's not even a situation, it's better for me because I don't speak to everyone every single day.
No.
Like I don't feel the need to have to text any of my friends. Like obviously I'll check up on them like every few days or something like that, but you don't have to have a consistent conversation going.
No. Because
when you do meet up and you see each other,
you'll have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but like even if you do, you're just repeating yourself over and over and over again. Like it's nice to actually meet up and just have a big catch up and make the most of that time together. Because there could have been how much that's happened.
5 years.
Yeah.
For me and you.
Yeah. And we had to do that in a night. Over 2 or 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah. Or 5. Can't remember.
No, but I think the advice that I'd give to people for friendships is if you've got good friends, value them, appreciate them, you know, but also learn how to be comfortable in your own skin, because obviously from my experiences, I've been really attached to people in the past, and when they do break, or when things get in between, like it could be boys, it could be jobs, it could be them moving to a different place, I just think it's gonna hurt.
100%. I think it's knowing as well, like, that the friends that you do have are good for you.
Yeah. And I think, like, you know, if anything ever does happen, like say if your friend does something that upsets you, like if they're a true friend, honestly, open up to them, talk to them, and if they react in a bad way where they're like, oh, you know.
I think deep down you know.
Deep down you do know, but you need to kind of navigate that.
And if it means that you're not going to have any friends at the end of it, that's fine, because you'll meet new people along the way anyway.
Yeah, like I said, trinology. Everyone hops on, but then there's a lot of people that hop off as well. And there's a few people that stick and stay.
Yeah.
Stick and stay. But I hope that that's helped for anyone who's navigating friendship breakups, or, you know, just in a weird phase of life, maybe whether in high school, or, you know, they've kind of just distanced themselves away from their normal friendship group, or they've had a little bit out of place or anything like that. Friendships, they come and go. And there's a few people that will stay. If you don't have a best friend,
you don't need one.
You don't need a best friend. Like, you just need a few people around you. And I always feel like family or anything, you'll have people in life that are there for different reasons. So do not stress.
No, but I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap for today. But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you on the next episode.
Lovely.
Yeah. Bye.